All right, next question up. And so let's go ahead as always. Let's begin in that structured method. Let's begin by reading the question sentence first. So here it says, if team A has 16 students, what is the difference between the two teams? Okay, so, in this question here, it's not asking us, hey, here's team A, find team B. Notice that they're asking us to find the difference between the two teams. So, everyone, what's the first operation that comes to your head when you hear the word difference? Yeah, subtraction, all the way, right? Subtraction. So we have to keep that at the forefront of our minds, okay? The top of my mind is saying, hey, I want to find the difference between team A and team B, and that means subtract. So let's understand what's going on here. So in that same sentence, it says that team A has 16 students. So because we know team A has 16 students, let me just write that down. Team A equals 16. We could find team B, in which, we will do that to find the difference. Let me just write team B here equals blank, but just remind ourselves right over here at the end that what we truly want is the difference. So difference equals blank. So again, this is what we truly want. And there's a couple of different ways to achieve this. So first, let me look at that first sentence and show you the most straightforward way to do this. And then I'm going to show you a way to do this that actually saves you a ton of time to get the actual correct answer. So here, a gym class splits into two teams in a 4-to-7 ratio. So when they say if team A has 16 students, we can assume that they're talking about team A and team B. Just the natural order of things, in terms of the alphabet there. So we can absolutely consider this side A, this side B. So let's go ahead and write down those ratios right down here. A has 4 parts, and then team B has 7 parts. Now, let me show you when I try to set this up. If you were to get that missing value, let me show you here. Let me compare A to B. So we have 16 over B, and I'll write down team B's letter right there, equals, same comparison, A to B, 4 and 7. So when we do this, everyone, if we were to solve this proportion here, you have to understand that because you're comparing A to B, this will give you B. That's not the difference. That's B. So to get the actual answer, once you're done calculating for B, then you would subtract A minus B or B minus A, whichever one's bigger goes first, and that will be your answer. Let me show you what I mean. So we can cross multiply and divide here if we'd like to, or we can try to use a slick comparison, which I definitely noticed the comparison here. I noticed that right to left, I can multiply by 4. And so when it comes to proportions, we compare the same things in the same way. So if I can do times 4 right to left on the top, we can do multiplying by 4 right to left on the bottom. My friends, what is 7 multiplied by 4? Super straightforward. That'll give us 28, right? So now that we have that 28, boom, there it is. Remember that we're trying to find the actual difference. So we know that team A is 16. Team B equals 28. And so the difference between them, subtracting them, 28 minus 16, that's going to give us 12. And that's what the actual correct answer is going to be. Not 28. 28 is the number of students in team B. The difference between the two teams, we subtracted, and there we are. Now, before I continue, before we finalize this, I want to show you something pretty cool about this problem, something that we can do to make it even easier. So allow me to take what we've done, and let me just make this a little smaller and kind of move it off to the side here. So let me just take that and push it over there, and let me show you how we can get this done. Everyone, one more time before I continue, can you remind me again, what does difference mean again? Yeah, difference means subtract. Yeah, it means subtract. So we got that in our heads. We're good. So let me do us a favor here. Let me go ahead and write difference again right over there. Help me out, everybody. What is the difference between 4 and 7? Can somebody tell me the difference between 4 and 7? Yeah, that's going to be 3. Okay, great. So let me write that down right over there. And now that I have the information I want, or need in this case, look at what I'm going to do. I am going to take this entire middle part for team B. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm just going to get rid of it. So if you take a look now, this is pretty curious. We have team A compared to the difference, team A compared to the difference. I can still get the same correct answer in way less steps. Watch this. I'm going to compare team A to the difference, and that'll be 16 over the difference equals A compared to the difference. Right there. And so just like before, we noticed the comparison. Oh yeah, it's a times 4 relationship from right to left. Everyone help me out. What is 3 times 4? I know that's a pretty tough question, but what is it? 3 times 4 gives us, oh, look at that. The same correct answer that we ended up getting before. And there we go. If you know how to set up your proportions, in terms of setting it up to get the final answer, we can do the same work in drastically less time. But there we go. Even if you did it the other way, solving it traditionally for B first and then taking the difference, that really all hinges upon your ability to recognize the question sentence. So be careful. Read the question sentence first before anything else.